a journey into the mysterious world of the occult, as explored by Lily Adams Beck in her seminal work, The Way of Power. In this video, we'll unravel the layers of reality, perception, and hidden forces that shape our understanding of the universe. Beck's narrative begins with a humble acknowledgement of the vast debts owed to thinkers across millennia, and her aim to interpret complex ideas for the general reader. She sets the stage by describing the occult as the science of tomorrow, a realm lying just beyond the familiar, like the world behind the looking glass. Through personal anecdotes and historical accounts, Beck invites us to question the nature of reality, the limitations of our senses, and the possibility of a deeper, more powerful existence. Let's step through the mirror and begin our exploration. Beck uses the metaphor of the looking glass, inspired by Lewis Carroll, to illustrate how most people mistake reflections for reality. She explains that our senses are like blind feelers, limited, often misleading, and only scratching the surface of what truly exists. The world, she says, is a great mirror, and we are often content to accept its reflections as the whole truth. However, occasional disruptions, strange experiences, unexplained phenomena hint at a deeper world beyond the surface. Beck recounts early personal experiences and family stories that challenged her understanding, leading her to question the boundaries between the seen and unseen. These moments of doubt and curiosity became the seeds for her lifelong quest into the occult, urging us to look beyond the obvious and seek the reality behind the mirror. As Beck delved deeper, she encountered a series of personal and family experiences that defied conventional explanation. From prophetic dreams to inexplicable visions, these events suggested a hidden network of communication and influence beyond ordinary perception. Beck describes her grandmother's clairvoyant abilities and her own uncanny experiences, such as sensing thoughts through touch or dreaming of distant relatives' misfortunes before news arrived. These phenomena, she argues, are not mere coincidences, but evidence of a private telegraph wire, a psychic connection that operates independently of time and space. Through these stories, Beck emphasizes that the occult is not about superstition or fear, but about recognizing the subtle forces that shape our lives and destinies. Driven by curiosity, Beck embarked on a rigorous study of psychical research, reading works by Podmore, Myers, Flammarion, and others. She found that, despite widespread fraud and charlatanry, there remained a core of genuine phenomena that science could not easily dismiss. Her investigations led her to question the simplistic idea that spirits of the dead return merely to utter platitudes. Instead, she observed that both the living and the dead could manifest in mysterious ways, and that the true nature of these occurrences remained elusive. Beck's open-minded, yet skeptical approach highlights the importance of critical thinking and personal experience in the pursuit of occult knowledge. She encourages us to seek evidence, remain vigilant against deception, and never accept easy answers. A turning point in Beck's journey came with her exposure to Indian philosophy and the teachings of Asia. She discovered that, for thousands of years, Indian sages had devoted themselves to the study of the soul and its powers, treating the occult as a science governed by laws rather than as supernatural or miraculous. Beck recounts witnessing feats by Indian yogis and magicians, such as the famous mango trick and the manipulation of water, performed under conditions that defied ordinary explanation. These experiences convinced her that what appears miraculous is often the result of natural laws not yet understood by Western science. The key, she learned, is disciplined study, ethical living, and an openness to the unknown. The occult, in this view, is not about breaking the laws of nature, but about discovering deeper laws that govern reality. Beck emphasizes that true occult development requires harmony between body, mind, and spirit. Drawing on both personal experience and Eastern teachings, she argues that physical health, mental clarity, and spiritual discipline are all essential for unlocking higher powers. She describes her own journey toward a simpler, healthier lifestyle, abandoning rich foods, stimulants, and unhealthy habits, which led to remarkable improvements in her physical and mental abilities. This transformation, she notes, was not just about health, but about preparing the body as a clear channel for psychic and intellectual growth. Beck's message is clear. Mastery of the occult begins with mastery of oneself, and the simplest changes can open the door to profound transformation. One of the most fascinating aspects of Beck's exploration is her discussion of dreams as portals to the occult world. She recounts vivid dreams that offered guidance, healing, and creative inspiration, and notes that many cultures, especially in India, regard dreams as a direct link to higher states of consciousness. Beck describes the three planes of sleep recognized in Indian philosophy: waking, dreaming, and deep sleep, each offering unique insights into the nature of reality. Through dreams, she suggests, we can transcend the limitations of time and space, reconnect with our true selves, and receive messages from the deeper layers of existence. Dreams, for Beck, are not mere fantasies, but essential tools for self-discovery and spiritual growth. Beck explores the intersection of miracles, hypnotism, and emerging science, drawing on historical accounts from travelers, emperors, and missionaries. She presents stories of yogis performing feats such as levitation, rapid plant growth, and mass hypnotism, witnessed by credible observers. Beck argues that many so-called miracles are simply phenomena that science has yet to explain, and that the boundaries between the occult and scientific knowledge are constantly shifting. She also distinguishes between Western and Eastern approaches to hypnotism. In the West, the hypnotist imposes will on the subject, while in the East, the subject's higher consciousness is set free. Beck's nuanced perspective encourages us to remain open to new discoveries and to recognize that today's mysteries may become tomorrow's science. In her concluding reflections, Beck synthesizes her experiences and studies into a coherent philosophy of occult development. She insists that the true path is one of balance, discipline, and self-knowledge, avoiding both fanaticism and self-indulgence. The occult, she says, is not about escaping reality, but about seeing it more clearly, understanding the laws that govern both the visible and invisible worlds. Beck draws on examples from art, religion, and daily life to show that the simplest pleasures and the most profound insights are available to those who cultivate awareness and inner harmony. Ultimately, she encourages us to become explorers of our own consciousness, to seek the hidden treasures within, and to recognize that the universe is far more mysterious and more accessible than we ever imagined.